You got to grow into the person that you're trying to attract. Are you the kind of person? That's why many of our visions and many of our goals don't come to pass. We've not become the person that can attract that vision. I went to one seminar and I was driving up to the meeting. First of all, they kept saying, who should attend? CEOs of company, lawyers. The way that it was worded, it was making me nervous. So the more I looked at it, the more nervous I became. So what I did was, I said, you know what, I'm just going to wear suit up. I'm going to suit up, so just in case. And when I got I started dropping into the meeting. I was thinking it was going to be in a hotel. Usually these meetings were in a hotel, but it was in a private area. And so when I drove in, I'm like, something within me was saying, man, you don't belong here. Have you ever been to a place and you just felt that you didn't belong? You stood among certain people and you're like, they're so successful, they're so affluent, and you were just like, something within you, they didn't say anything to you. Just something within you starts telling you, no, you don't belong here. And so here I was, I drove up, I stayed in my car for 30 minutes, thinking, should I go home? Should I stay? Should I go home? Finally, I said, you know what? I'm going to go in. And when I went in, I signed in, they gave me my name tag. And man, when I walked in, I had all these Caucasian men standing by the door in suits. You could smell money. My heart started beating. Do you know what I did? This is what I did. I walked into the room and walked out to the balcony. My heart was beating. Why is that? The belief system in me. Something was saying you don't belong. That's the problem when we set goals. Do you know when you set goals, the reason that you're where you are is because you're running patterns. If you notice, look at your life, you discover you're repeating the same pattern. Jim Rohn said something. He says, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because if you work hard on your job, you'll make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you'll make a fortune. If you do what you did 2016, like you did in 2017, if you do it again in 2018, you're going to produce the same results. The fact that you wrote it down does not mean it will happen. You got to take this big vision and break it down into goals. Now, what are goals? Goals are basically targets. Your brain was designed to keep you safe. And so when you set a goal that's too big, that's why you discover many of you have set a goal, I want to do this, and then what happens? 1 month later, you're doing nothing. Why? Because your brain was designed to keep you safe. So when we talk about your belief system, you have to change your belief system. If your goals are going to come to pass in 2018, you've got to get accountable to someone. I'm accountable. I'm a coach. I'm a life coach. But you know what? I pay someone to keep me accountable. I pay someone money because I know I'm human. Some days I'm excited and some days I don't want to do it. So my coach keeps me accountable. Do you have a coach? Lisa Nichols is a motivational speaker. She was sitting on Oprah, and on the commercial break, Oprah turns to Lisa and said, Lisa, how many coaches do you have? She didn't say, do you have a coach? She said, how many do you have? It's an assumption. If you're successful, you got to have a coach. Broke people don't have coaches. Professional athletes have coaches. They're making millions. Why do they need a coach? They are good, but they have coaches. Then the guy who's playing on the street, he doesn't have a coach. That's why he's playing on the street. Oprah turned to her, how many coaches do you have? She said, I have 2 coaches. I was feeling good. And she said, I should ask Oprah. The next commercial break, she turned to Oprah, how many coaches do you have? Oprah said, I have 4 coaches. She says, do you pay your coaches? Oprah says, of course I pay my coaches. I want them to pay attention to me when it's my time. Oprah is she's worth billions of dollars. She has a coach. Do you have a coach?